Stage fright is a universal experience. All of us have some form of anxiety or nerves before we speak publicly or give any type of public performance for that matter. The scientific reason for that is the fight or flight response. Hard baked into each and every one of us, it readies us when we sense some form of danger or threat. We start to produce adrenaline, our heart starts to beat faster, our lungs start to breathe faster. And before I got too much experience in public speaking, that was very much the case for me. I was terribly nervous before I gave speeches. I grew up with a stutter, and when I would stutter, I would get nervous, and when I was nervous, I would stutter more. So it just continually stacked on top of each other. It was completely debilitating. My hands would start to get sweaty, and I'd start to shake and try and hold myself tight. However, stage fright doesn't always have to be that extreme, and it actually doesn't always have to be that negative either. Like I said previously, stage fright triggers the fight or flight response, which begins to produce heightened levels of adrenaline. And too much adrenaline with nowhere to go is a detriment. It can cause you to shake or to fidget, but if you focus it, it can lead to a terrific speech, one that's even more engaging for the audience than one if you had none. It can focus you on the task at hand. I personally have never felt more focused on a task than when I'm on the adrenaline high of giving a public talk. However, like I said, too much stage fright is completely detrimental to any form of public speaking. So, how can we minimize it? Well, a personal experience for me is practice. And not just practicing of a speech, but experience over years of giving different talks. And that is a difficult time to accumulate, but if you just continually practice and continually push yourself to engage in public speaking, it begins to become even more natural. Another benefit of practice is that it can help you avoid mistakes in the first place. In a past talk that I gave, I was given a 6-minute slot to fill, and I found that I was under time by 2 minutes when I was on stage. I was too nervous at the beginning, so I rushed through it and I ate through all my material before I ran out of time. So, using the adrenaline that I had focused, I began to prepare in the back of my mind for how I was going to end the speech. And because of the familiarity I had, because of the practice I had with the material, I was able to use that material to extend the speech to the needed 6 minutes. And I was significantly less nervous in those last 2 minutes than I was with the previous 4. Because I was familiar with the material. I knew it intimately. I could recite it, every bit of it. Not the speech, but the material it was based off. Another technique that I use is the one mentioned in the video, the arms wide and deep breaths technique. That's helped me so much. Extend, you breathe fully in and out, helps me to visualize myself just completely deflating, completely loose. And I keep that breathing pattern up to when I begin talking. Deep breath in, deep breath out, until I get up to the podium. I finish with 1 deep breath, and then I use that air to begin the speech, and it feels like you're just coasting through it. Lastly, focusing on the audience aside from yourself can help not only manage your own anxiety, but engage with the audience. Especially direct eye contact. Now, while you don't want to maintain direct eye contact with one person throughout the entirety of a speech, shifting to different members in the audience can greatly impact your nervousness as well as that person's attentiveness to your message. While many of us suffer from stage fright, very few of us are anxious when we're just conversing with another person. So when you focus on just one person, you can just have a conversation with them, and distractions and the anxiety of a crowd somewhat fades away. You focus on one person, you talk to them a little bit, and then once you reach a new point, you move on to someone else. And before you know it, your speech is all the way through. That is personally what I've experienced and what I've gathered from the reading and the watching material that we were given. It was a very helpful reminder, and I'm sure it'll help us all greatly improve in our public speaking. Thank you very much.